Maybe you suggested something unthinkable, like perhaps I should get my dog groomed after she'd rolled in the poo of a sick horse, and I naturally concluded that you were the absolute worst for thinking I would subject an angel to the horror of being bathed by a blade-toting stranger. Maybe it was when you were editing my book and you said something elitist like, Andrea, you can't end every poem by repeating the last line, or you can't have the word moon or firefly in every piece you write. And I screamed something like, I'd rather have a sky without a moon in it than a poem without a moon in it. That felt nice. Maybe it was the poly argument, your face going fire engine red the second I mentioned an old flame. Maybe I decided you didn't want my history to exist, which meant you wanted me to be magic, a virgin rabbit pulled out of your pretty hat, or a lady cut in half, and I am not a lady. Maybe it was when you said like 6 times in a single sentence and I freaked out about our age difference and you said I couldn't argue for my own time-earned wisdom while throwing a 3-year-old's tantrum. Good point. Maybe it was one of the times I got so mad I defriended you on Facebook and you got so mad about that I decided you were the shallow end of the baby pool. Maybe you peed in the water to prove me right. Maybe it was the night at the straight bar when the table of men invited you to sit with them. Maybe it was when you didn't notice their eyes drooling down your breast. Maybe you thought the karaoke was just bringing them to tears. Maybe I was femme-shaming and calling it having my feelings. Maybe it was when you suggested the bar was queer-friendly because someone had asked if I was Tegan and Sarah. Maybe it was one of those nights when I was 2 people, neither of them the real me, just caricatures of my worst possible qualities. Maybe it was when we decided to start a podcast discussing all of our arguments, then got into an argument during the first 5 minutes of recording and canceled the show. But at some point, it hit me. You and I, we are always going to fight for love. I am always going to drag my heart into the ring to call you the knockout I've been waiting for my whole life. You are always going to trigger me into rifling through my history until every ghost is hunted out. Every fight we have ever been in has been an opportunity to unbruise the past. What hurt would we have forever been hoarding in our garage had we never fought about your inability to park a car because the GPS stops telling you what to do when you pull into a driveway? Please, run over the mailbox. If that keeps me looking for new ways to send my best self to you. I am so in love with who we are, who we have been fighting to become together. I can't believe I finally adore a human as much as I adore my dog. Even when I'm in the doghouse, I you love me so much. Thank you for telling me there's no need to open our relationship because being with me is already like being with 50 impossible people. Thank you for accepting my friend request for the 3rd time this year. Thank you for screaming all the way home from that straight bar to the bed where our bodies made up while the moon flew through the window and a firefly poured into the room. And the firefly landed in your hand, which you opened like a ring box and asked me to marry you. And we were so new, I blushed instead of answered. But a firefly is forever, and you know what my answer is. A firefly is forever, and you know what my answer is. Thank you.